Holy crap, he's back. God.
I got scared.
Every time I've said something in the last week, you've been like, what?
Thought you're talking to me.
No, you have headphones on. Anyway, Golden Sun. There is if I remember correctly, I thought there was a record feature in this. Guess I was wrong. How can I do that? Guess we're just doing it this way. That's fine. So yeah, I've played Golden Sun for a long time, and it just came out on Nintendo Switch Online. That is not how we're playing it, because the people I share Nintendo Switch Online with, I don't think have that. So we're doing OG cartridge, Golden Sun. The best way, in my opinion, to play it. If you're interested in any assistance at all, there's a command in chat. If you need help playing Golden Sun, want to get started playing Golden Sun, have any questions about Golden Sun, just type GS help and ask me your question. Let's play Golden Sun for the probably 300, 400th time. Too many. Let's see. I think this is always my favorite way to start a game, is with a sense of urgency. And it really goes to show, like, the games that I've played over the years. The Tales of Phantasias, the Tales of Symphonias, Golden Suns, they all kind of start with, like, a sense of urgency. Golden Sun, unfortunately, does kind of take a slow start. But it remedies itself. So we're just gonna run our way north, because south is blocked. Fun little interaction. You can either go talk to your buddy over here, or you can leave. I prefer to leave. And I believe, according to speedrunners, that's like the ideal way to do it because he has less dialogue. Respect the hell out of speedrunners in this game, Jesus. It's like railroading, but it's not railroading. Because it still makes it feel like you have the right to pick whichever way you go. How's it going, man? Happy Friday. We're getting there. In the words of speedrunners Plexa, Bowie, and Blueser, we've got the good RNG, I think. Granted, I probably, if I were a speedrunner, I think you run from those. They're not the worst. Thanks, man. The golden sunning goes. I've been really happy reading like all the tweets and comments and seeing people actually talking about Golden Sun again, and not just from the Golden Sun subreddit. Like, I go there all the time, and it's just all the same people. We all love Golden Sun. We all love talking about it. It's nice to actually see people outside of the community talking about it and being like, wow, this game came out and we're excited for it. And from what I've seen, like 9 out of 10 are liking it, which gives me hope. For what? Again, I like to keep my, I like to temper my expectations with what I would want from a future game, or if I would even want a future game. I like to temper my expectations, but I'm hopeful. Man, thank you so much. Honest to God, I really wanted to do something, and I was like, the script that I've written for a big review video is legitimately going to take like maybe a week of constant shooting to make happen. So I'm saving that for when I'm saving that for a little bit later in the month, slash maybe February. But so it got me thinking, and I really do owe a lot to the subreddit. They approved my post. I posted about, you know, hey, what are people's tips and tricks for newcomers? Because the entire time I was like, well, you know, I know all this stuff, and I've played the game for like 20 plus years. What are things that I would consider basic knowledge? And then there's this whole thread on there of advice people are giving, which made me really happy. And then I was like, you know what, let's just put this in an easier to digest content for people who may not be on the subreddit. Yeah, so it's really, I'm really happy with how it's been received too. The amount of comments that I've got that are just like, I played this when it first came out and I didn't know this, or you saved me a bunch of headache because of this, or this is my first time playing it and now because of these. I actually had one that was like that. It was like, now that you put out this video and it's making my experience so much more enjoyable, I'm actually gonna go into the second one now. And it's just like, dude, bro, I'm influencing. It was a good feeling. That was a good feeling. Oh man, it's always a good time. Golden Sun Switch Day was actually a few days ago, 17th. So it was Wednesday. Not actually playing it on Switch Online though. So this is the cartridge. But you know, you just know, like you knew I was gonna have to hop back on that train. I've streamed it. Let's see, I streamed it back in like 2017, and then I had like I had a really old Elgato, a composite to HDMI, you know, those really shitty boxes that are USB powered that you plug the red, white, and yellow cables in, and it converts it to HDMI, and it just kind of converts the signal, and it doesn't look great. I had one of those, did it with that. And then I did it in 2021, pandemic year. I had pink eye and I was stuck home from work, and I was like, oh hey, well I guess I'm also gonna be home forever because pandemic. And then I did it again like 2023, I think I streamed it again. So really, it's just been a year. But it was worth it. They should re-release Golden Sun, but make it a gacha game. Oh my god. I would have a hard time not dropping a exuberant amount of money on a game about the Jin. I've actually never known how to pronounce that. I think it's Jin. It's D-J-I-N-N-I, Genie. It's a weird pronunciation, but I think I've always called it Dijin. It's a good emote, right? It's a fun little one. I wasn't dropping any Eves. I forgot you get to hear this really early on. Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up, because that has been what I've been saying. That's a weird way to say that. That's what I've been saying ever since Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out. It would lend itself, that art style would lend itself so well to a Golden Sun remake. Actually, I think over an Octopath style. I love Octopath and Octopath 2. I've really only played one, so I only love what I've seen of 2. But chibi overworld, and then like highly detailed battle sprites. That's just what Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have been already. So I think it would work really well. I hope that that's a possibility someday. I mean, with the fact that there's eventually going to be a Switch 2, and we're getting a Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remaster? Yeah, because Super Mario RPG was the remake. I mean, anything's possible with whatever the Super Switch Advanced, Super Switch Advanced, Switch SP. I haven't gotten around to that one yet. I've been playing, /recording/enjoying, First Departure R. I got that for a mint on the Switch, and I'm actually really enjoying that. It's hard in the sense that it's hard to figure out what the story is, because I feel like I'm not going anywhere. I feel like I'm not doing anything in the story. I'm like 5 hours in, and I feel like I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I do think an Octopath treatment would be pretty great too, though, all things considered. That art style is beautiful. It's just sad that both of those were done by Square Enix, and I would be really sad if Golden Sun got picked up by Square Enix. Just because Square Enix has already got so many RPGs, they don't need another. Because then I think they're just gonna, like, I don't want Square to be known as just the RPG people. I want them to continue to do the other things that they make and have those be well received. But it'd be great. Second one goes too fast. I am actually really sad that I missed out on the Star Ocean series until now. I think every time I heard about it, I thought it was Phantasy Star. So I got them confused. I would be like, you know, Phantasy Star Online is part of the Star Ocean series. Which I know is not true. I know that now, that is not true, because Phantasy Star is like an MMO-ish, and Star Ocean is definitely more JRPG. the epilogue GB operator is actually removing some sounds. So that's kind of interesting. Good to know. I love this thing to death, but that's really weird. Hey Ben, hope you're having a good night. Glad you made it home from the bar safe. And I think I've actually, like, I have a game I'm playing for a video. Star Ocean First Departure R. I'm doing a backlog video on that at some point because that's in my backlog. Golden Sun I'm playing on stream for the Golden Sun review. But I actually think I'm going to pick up Tales of Arise finally and just play through that because I have been in a Tales mood recently. Again, I go through Tales moods like once a year. And I played Symphonia up through the end, like November through December of last year before, well, while my wife was still in recovery, I was playing through Symphonia. Love it. Still love it. The Switch port is great. Get that. Pick that up. If you can, that's a great game. But I think it's about time I try Tales of Arise as well. Because that would be the first modern Tales game I'll have played since Grace's F? Zillia, maybe? Never played Zestria, never played Berseria. Zillia 2 didn't play. I just wasn't a fan of that one. The concept, rather, I wasn't a fan of. I think I owned it for maybe 5 days, played it for like 1, and gave up. No, not there! One of the few times that you'll see an animated sprite of Garrett that's not standing, walking, or fighting. Jenna and Garrett joined the party! So how's everyone out there been? What are we playing these days? Gave her a fucking boob shelf. Or a pixely sprite. That's redonkulous. Yeah, I think overall I would like to see this get kind of that Star Ocean treatment where you can have like, you can have the original sprite, so like for the faces, you could keep these pixel portraits if you wanted, or you could have like modern, like full art concept images or something. I don't know. I just love this game so much, and I want to see it do more. I want to see it do better. Camelot, come on. You can tell they still like RPGs though, because they added kind of an RPG mode to the most recent Mario Golf, which makes me so happy. I mean, I played it and I actually really enjoyed it. I don't like the Mario sports game very much, but knowing that they had like an RPG mode was just fantastic. All right, they're still down there, and then the camera pans and their sprites are gone. Which one is that, Ben, till the end of time? Is that 4? Or is that what the first one was called? The original first one before First Departure. Oh no, they're still there. Shoot, okay. Fate Legend God. That's a ballsy title. You post one going live tweet in a long time and suddenly you're getting like 6 new followers that are all freaking, what is it, animation, graphic designers. Forgot about that. Forgot all about that. Yeah, no, that's the wrong button. I 100% agree. That's been popping up a lot on Reddit recently, is this whole, people will design fan art and they'll use AI and it looks fine, but then they'll always pass it off as like, I drew this, and then all you have to do is look at the hands, because AI can't draw hands. To be fair, a lot of other people can't draw hands either. Honey, you're an artist. Can you draw hands?
No.
She's a wonderful paint and sketch and drawing artist. Digital, can't make hands. Most of what she paints is Wigglytuff these days, because they ain't got fingers. I wonder how Golden Sun would have been if they took Isaac instead of Garrett, or if they took Garrett instead of Jenna. I'd be so much happier. Jenna's a competent character. Garrett's, I think he's got a baked potato between his ears, where his brain should be. Because it ain't got fingers. Unlike Wiggly Gigas. Is there anything worth in his house? I don't recall. I think there's an elixir. I don't end up ever using them. I just know that there is something, I thought. I really do want to know what he's making in there. Just giant soup or something. Primal Wigglytuff. Is that like Optimus Primal mixed with Wigglytuff? Because I would like to see that. Tough Not Monkey. Alright, can I get in this guy's barn? No, you actually can't get in that guy's barn. That's an area that gets locked off until late in the game. And I couldn't remember if you could get there early. I always kind of thought you could. But, oh, yeah, they have, I know what you mean now. Let's sell all of Jenna's gear, because she's not gonna need it. Let's give Garrett... He's already got a short sword. What's the mace? Mace doesn't give him shit. Alright, so there's vests, which is a 50 coin upgrade. Yeah, I think I'll give each of them a vest. Oh, we're starting the game ticket collection early. So the shield bumps everyone up from, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Bumps Garrett up 5 defense points. I think I'm gonna give him that. They've already got padded gloves. Enjoy, Ben. Enjoy your lurk. Maybe I didn't need to sell Jenna's gear. But like I said, she's not gonna need it where she's going. So I'd rather have the money. Also, to the Nintendo Life reviewer who wrote that Golden Sun has a, and I quote, unmemorable soundtrack, consume gravel. This tripped me up so much as a kid. I thought I was like, I didn't realize you had to walk around him. Yeah, for some reason, that review really stuck with me. I mean, they had a lot of good points about it. It does take a while to get running, because up until, like, I think technically the prologue encompasses the first maybe hour of the game, 40-ish minutes-ish. The prologue takes a long time. It's a lot of content before the game gets going. The call to action, as it were. But then I saw that they mentioned that the game was talky, and I was just like, have you played an RPG, my brother in Christ? That's what an RPG is. If you don't want a video game with talking, go play, I don't know, Madden? Sims? No, Sims is actually fun. I enjoy watching my wife play that. So one of my fondest memories with this game was the fact that with it being on the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color, not the Game Boy, but the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance being my first real video game experiences. Game Boy Color specifically was my first ever video game experience. Advance after that. I got Golden Sun really early in my Game Boy Advance life cycle, and the fact that I was able to take it with me to the grocery store with my mother, I was able to take it to, you know, I never took it to school, I wasn't that kind of kid, but I was able to take it to, like, hang out with friends. I was able to take it outside with me so I could do what my parents wanted and touch grass, but also play Golden Sun at the same time. I like it. I really appreciated that fact, and so one of my favorite memories about the game is just being able to wander around the world in quotes, playing the game. It made me feel like Isaac himself. Of course, at that point, he was older than me. And now I'm like 20 years older than Isaac. It's great. So great. Isaac has synergy now. I should probably start using that. Right. Leave. This way is the chest. Oh yeah, perfect opportunity for it. That. Yep. Now we gotta go find another statue. Belief of Minotaur. There's a hollow socket where its eye should be. Do you want to use the gem? So another fun fact about Golden Sun, this first area here, Mount Aleph and Soul Sanctum, can only, the characters can only get up to level 5, with a caveat. If Jenna dies early, you know, faints early, she can, your characters can start gaining experience past that level 5 cap. Now, is it worth it? It's not really to me. The Minotaur head is, I think, this one? Still got it. And I believe it's this one. I think it's actually this one. Okay, 0 for 2. There's the far ends. Jenna still deals 7 damage with her fists. That's strong, strong woman. Just leave. And then Isaac's just like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Love this little effect. Love this effect more. Just looks good. Connected somehow. Wonder how. Oh. Oh yeah, so Golden Sun does this really cool thing where when you're in a room that is like plot relevant or a puzzle, no random encounters. It's great. You can just faff about and the game's like, hey, you can just faff about. That puzzle took me so long as a kid, because I came over here and started doing this thing, and I was like, why isn't it working? And then after a while, I realized there was something over there, and I was just like, this is pretty good puzzle design. Where did that hole come from? Eating his toes? I thought I heard him eating his toes. No. Yes, these children figured out the trap that the grown-ass adults could not, and that killed everyone's parents. If only they had some common sense, I guess. So this is something that I really wish would have paid off. Like, the game's called Golden Sun, and there's a clear connection between the sun and the moon. Like, the game goes out of its way, especially here, to show, like, sun and the moon kind of have a symbiotic relationship, where there's the sun sets and the moon rises, and the moon can be eclipsed by the sun, and the sun can be eclipsed by the moon, and all that jazz. All that jazz. Never matters anywhere else but here. So that's why I would love, like, one of the things I would love in an eventual, inevitable, potential remake is just more lore. Like, put books all over the world and just drip feed me lore if I want to find it. I'm trying to think of what game. I think Tales does that, really. Wait for me. I'm on my way. Best song. I think it's in 6/8 time, and that's what makes it so interesting. It's like 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, that's totally 6/8 or 3/4. There's no way it's 4/4. Garrett is not correct. I don't want him to be correct ever. I want him to leave. This is the culmination of my life's work, Jenna. You ignorant child. Yeah, he's probably told our kids this before. Never touch on this either. Unless the wise one is supposed to be the sage's stone, a stone that can use alchemy, therefore a stone that is, in fact, alchemy, his own true philosopher's stone. I don't know. Again, there's a lot that I feel like could be talked about. That's not even taking into account that there may have been translation issues. I feel like someone has got to have covered that at this point. Golden Sun across the language barriers or something. That'd make me happy if there was a video about that. Like, I actually don't remember if I said this yet or not. There is a Music of Golden Sun video. Someone goes in and dissects all of Motoi Sakuraba's just legendary work on this. Speaking of the Mad Lad, Motoi Sakuraba himself, his albums are on Spotify. Like, not just the Baten Kaitos soundtrack, not just the Dark Souls soundtracks. I don't think Golden Sun is on there. But, like, Motoi Sakuraba's original works. You want to listen to music that sounds like it's straight out of a JRPG without being a JRPG. Motoi Sakuraba, baby. The man is... I mean, let's be honest. The man is single-handedly responsible for almost every RPG soundtrack of my childhood. That's not Pokemon. Excuse me. It's been a long day. And the prologue always gets me sleepy because it's so long. Where's our friends telling us where to go next? Excuse me. Too late for tea. Sorry, I was checking something. I've always really appreciated that the chirping of the characters is like pitched to certain inflections. Don't know why that was so difficult to say. I like that it does because it kind of gives them tone. Excuse me. Oh, that's why. It gives them tone. It gives them inflection. It gives them timbre to their voice. It gives them characterization. Without giving them voiceover dialogue. Weird character. Don't know anything about him. Probably would have gotten explored his character in a fourth game. One day, maybe. I would love to see how they port Dark Dawn to Switch. Really, I would love to see how they port any DS game to Switch. If they wanted to do, you know, if they wanted to add the DS or the 3DS to the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack service, I would love to see how they do that. it would just be really cool. But again, I also know some games, you know, it's clear some games can be ported and then remove the touchscreen / second screen entirely from the game. My first thought goes to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, originally a 3DS title. Came to the PS4 in the 2.8 HD Final Chapter Prologue, now featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series collection. So clearly it can be done. It'd be interesting to see it happen, though. Like, if they were to do Heart Gold, Soul Silver for Pokemon, I would be very curious how they would implement it, because I don't think it requires both screens. Hey, Dark Lord Nebulae. How you doing? Welcome in. Happy Friday to you. It's always Friday for the Dark Lord. What do you mean take this Jenna? Her name is Jenna. You didn't say this Creighton? Oh, I think Alex is sexist. Oh, have I played Dark Dawn? I have. I have painstakingly also raised every player to, or every character to 99 in Dark Dawn for no reason. I'm what you might call a bit of a Golden Sun enthusiast. Alex is kind of in Dark Dawn. It's like 50-50. Just couldn't get into it. Honestly, you know, I do hear that complaint. I hear that complaint a lot with Dark Dawn, and I get it. It wasn't everyone's cup of tea. It's not my favorite. I really do prefer the first two games, and it's weird calling them 1 and 2 because I looked up a time on howlongtobeat.com, and it says that, you know, Golden Sun, the Broken Seal is what the first one is technically called in Japan, the Broken Seal, takes about 30-ish hours to complete, just start to end, about 30 hours. You could probably do faster. The Lost Age is like a full 12 hours longer. I just feel like the Lost Age is significantly bigger for a half of a game. But yeah, so the point I was trying to make with that, I guess, yeah, I know Dark Dawn's not everyone's cup of tea. It wasn't a great game, but I think it was better than a lot of online people give it credit for. Being on the Golden Sun subreddit all the time, I feel like I see a lot of people who are like, Dark Dawn is trash. On the couple of the YouTube shorts I posted over the years about Golden Sun, people are like, Dark Dawn needs to be rebooted and ignored, and I'm like, it's not that bad. It was just trying to set up the next game. Like, it was doing what Golden Sun 1 did. It was half a story. And the problem was, it was so long between The Lost Age and Dark Dawn that people moved on, unfortunately. Played and beat the game without the internet when you were a teenager. Dude, the Trident takes forever anyway. I apologize, I have weird mustache hair going in my mouth. The Trident just takes forever in The Lost Age anyway. I feel like that whole subquest was just so bad. And let me tell you, from someone who has, I've had 2 strategy guides for The Lost Age over the years. I had like the, I think it's Prima. Prima has a double Golden Sun and The Lost Age one. And then there was one that was just like a Nintendo Power Lost Age guide. Neither one are super clear on what you need to do. I mean, they're clear enough, but like for a first time, those are what stumped me, and to the point where I was just like, I need to find a guidebook. And that was in the days where you could go to, you know, a GameStop or an ED Games, and they actually had wall-to-wall strategy guides for every game that was out at the time. I miss that era of gaming. Which one, was it a Lost Age one, or was it the original? Because as far as I know, I've done a lot of research, and Japan had a official Golden Sun one, but here in America we had this. We had Nintendo Power Advance that did Golden Sun, and I don't know if you can see, I did like, I scratched shit out on this one. It's torn, and then if you go in to open it, it's being held together by like tape at this point. The only part of the Golden Sun walkthrough that survived is the Venus Lighthouse. It's just 2 pages of the Venus Lighthouse, and that's all that survived. There it is. Sorry, Ultra Magnus. Japan, though, got this. The Golden Sun Perfect Navi, which is this neat little, sorry, it has some stuff in it. It's just this neat little, like, almost paperback-esque book, but it's got, like, walkthroughs all the way through of Colosso, Crossbone Isle, Tolby. It's got, I think these are Djinn locations or treasure locations. I mean, and like here, let me pull up a map. But like these are actually decently detailed. Like direct rips from the game, it seems like. I'm really pissed off that we didn't get this in America. Or something better, because the Nintendo Power Advanced was... I have a sneeze coming, I can feel it. The Nintendo Power Advance that I have, first off, there's only 4. There's only 4 volumes of Nintendo Power Advanced. Volume 3 is the one with Golden Sun, and it came with Golden Sun walkthrough, Wario Land 4 walkthrough, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and Breath of Fire for the Game Boy Advance. So to me, that's freaking funny. that we didn't just get a Golden Sun walkthrough. We got like 4 walkthroughs in one. I am chill. That is the vibe that I cultivate. I would love either a I mean, because they're, you know, Nintendo is now apparently just handing out their IPs to make movies and Netflix shows about, and there's a lot of good video game Netflix adaptations that have been out there, like the Castlevania ones and Dota. I actually thought the Dota one was pretty good. Arcane, the League of Legends one, really well done. I think Golden Sun would benefit well from a show. A movie would be cool as hell. I just am afraid Chris Pratt would end up voicing Garrett or something, and I'm so over Chris Pratt. But yeah, I would love to see this in I don't know, like do what Amazon Prime did with like The Legend of Vox Machina. Just have it be an animated like that on Prime, like Vox Machina or Invincible. I would be super happy with that. Oh my god, is Avatar coming next month? Shit, we gotta start sailing the 7 seas. They're not necessarily prisoners, but the game doesn't believe that. Well, the game won't let me believe that. God, I forgot that Avatar was coming out this year. I forgot it was this year already. It just kind of feels like an extension of last year still. January 2024 has been the Scarlet and Violet DLC of 2023. Rather unmemorable. So yeah, Nebula, it sounds like you're like me. You're kind of one of those OG fans of Golden Sun, right? Also, yeah, I I have not saved. Thank you for reminding me that I should probably save at some point. If I were to press B and be like, no, I don't want to go on the quest, I would have to redo the entire first, what are we, hour and a minute? I'm not doing that. I've been so happy with how Golden Sun has been viewed recently with the whole Nintendo Switch Online version of it. And from what I've seen a couple screenshots, I've seen a couple people stream, like Plexa, the world record holder speedrunner. It looks like the color is all good. It looks like the pixels are still crisp and scaled well. They released it as the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack service. So like if you have normal Nintendo Switch Online, you can play any SNES and NES games. The expansion pack is the one that allows you to do Sega Genesis, N64, and Game Boy Advance. So it is available to play on the Switch right now. I wish it could be bought. It's just frustrating that you can't buy it and own it, but yes, my guy, get that Switch. Or my girl. I don't know, you know. But yes, get a Switch, play it that way. Oh man. Like, I own so many freaking copies of this game. I own it on the Wii U Virtual Console. So It's not like I'm missing out by doing it this way, but being able to play it on a modern platform that I could take with me on vacation would be just lovely. Instead, I'm just gonna bring my Game Boy with me on vacation. I like your style. I like your style. Felix must unlock the power. That is not what he said. Isaac and Garrett are just like, that's not what he said. And everyone's like, whoa, Felix must unlock the power. Wow. Oh yeah. Lost Age is, I think, the better gameplay version of the two. I do appreciate the story of Golden Sun 1 a little bit more. Feels a lot more concise. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of dead points. Yeah, you figured out the Ayers Rock early game Saw Blade. That is one of my favorites. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but it's so good. Because, like, if you do it that way, you save so much money because you never have to get Felix a weapon ever again. So, like, you're only shopping for Jenna, Sheba, and Piers at that point. And then if you do it again, and you get two, then Isaac has one. And then, like, I think when I did it in my the last time I played The Lost Age, which I can't remember how long ago that was, I did that early game, and I ended up not using, like, Jin or, Synergy, I think, the entire run from Felix, because he doesn't need it. He's too strong, and if you get a Megiddo, it's game over. It's just, everyone is dead. I truly wish that the Soul Blade could be equipped by other people. I wish there was an in-game explanation for why the Soul Blade can't be equipped by other people, but it makes, I guess, kind of sense. Same with the Gaia Blade, which I remember getting it the Lost Age, and I had Isaac equipping the Gaia Blade throughout, like, the entire freaking game. And then I got the Soul Blade, and I was just like, are you serious? There's a better sword than the Gaia Blade? And then I found out there's, like, 12 other swords that are better than the Gaia Blade. The Masamune, Excalibur, like, all of those swords are just so much better. But you have to do the frickin' blacksmith, and that's just terrible. No one likes the blacksmith. She doesn't want you to go, but she knows. Shaky ass world map. That's like the one negative I can give Golden Sun is the world map is kind of crappy. Isn't Megiddo... It's biblical, right? It's like Armageddon? Biblical Armageddon? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Flint. The Time Detective. Alright, so, and this is where I always get confused. Singular is Ginny, or Genie. Ginny? Ginny. Ginny. Oh, whoopsie, I just realized that that is, like, horribly, horribly cut off. Ignore me. Oh, and also I'm not playing Bot and Kaitos. Colin, what have you been doing? I am a moron. Okay, anyway, that's better, I think. It is mentioned in the Bible. It's a place in northern Israel where the apocalypse is supposed to take place. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Megiddo is a city. That sounds right, yeah. Right there, and that looks slightly better. There we go. I'm happy with that. I'm not even playing the game at this point. It's just like... See, I always thought that the Unleashes were just so cool. So, and Soul Blade specifically was fantastic. You drop like a literal sun on them. Almost a golden sun, if you will. Ah! Thank you for laughing and coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, Excalibur is fun. Just was that one that, if I remember correctly, that one just shoots a bunch of swords out of the sky. Masamune's Rising Dragon. It's a great one. So I don't think we're gonna, well, no, we're not going to. We're not gonna switch just yet and give Garrett the Venus Gin. I would rather Isaac have it for right now because we're about to have we're gonna have an encounter in a little bit that's very much geared towards having synergy that attacks 3 people. Oh yeah, when it procs 3 times, it's great. So I gotta ask, do you know about rainbow kills and text-based weakness? How the weakness system works in this game? Hey, congratulations on your nut. You know, I hear that heals 200 HP. Nah, man, I hear ya. So, one thing that's worth noting and remembering for the future is, if you see, right here, for example, let's look at the text. Wild Mushroom 1 takes 16 damage with an exclamation point. That means that it was neutrally effective. It didn't take extra, it wasn't weak to it, but it didn't resist it. If it's a period, then it's resisted. So like a water attack on a water enemy. If it's a bunch of exclamation points like this, that means it's its elemental weakness. The game does not do a good job of telling you that. But then there's rainbow kills as well. And all of that can be found and learned about if you're interested. I put together a video of tips and tricks for playing Golden Sun. It's also just a great video to watch if you're a fan of Golden Sun. But yeah, there's a lot in this game that has taken like years of cultivation to find out. I didn't even know about the weakness thing until maybe when I replayed it in 2017. That was the first time I learned about it. I started seeing like, okay, why are some things like yes versus yes versus yes? And so I dug into it and I'm like, oh my god, that's... Because I grew up on Pokemon. Hey, no worries. Thank you for the sub, though. That means a lot. When I grew up, I was playing, like, Pokemon. So I was used to, if a water move is used on fire, it told me it was super effective. I was used to that, I knew what was super effective because the game told me. Golden Sun was like, hey bro, what if I made you work for this information? Nope, don't got a lot of money. Don't know how I don't have money. I definitely had some. Oh wait, there is something in one. It's this one? No, it's this box, I think. There we go. Mint. Plus in Gen 2 games you could hear the weaknesses. And there's this, yeah. I forgot about that, actually. I knew it was a thing, and you saying it, like, sparked my memory of it, but, like, yeah, I remember, like, if you use Surf on a Poliwag, it was just kind of like, and then if you use Thunderbolt on a Poliwag, it was just a super effective noise. It was... Do they still do that? I feel like they don't. Maybe they do. I've just been, like, autopiloting through Pokemon over the last couple years. I still find some enjoyment in them. But I have noticed over the last couple, like, especially with Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet, it just wasn't as fun. I played it with my wife, though, and that made it slightly more enjoyable, overall. Then I know she really enjoyed the Legends Arceus, and I actually did enjoy the Let's Go one. That was the last one I was just like, that's so fun. That's because they like tweaked the formula and it was different, and it meant that it wasn't just the same stale Pokemon game. It was still Pokemon, it was just slightly less stale. They popped it into the toaster for 5 minutes. And at least it was warm. In a way, that is kind of my fear. If they were to ever do another Golden Sun game, is that it's just... I don't want them to, like, half-bake it. I want them to really put love and effort into it. Because I don't think it needs to be... I don't think it needs to be a yearly release. Or anything like a Pokemon game. I think it just needs to. It needs to get back to JRPG roots, which maybe all JRPGs kind of need to get back to their roots. I feel like we are slowly moving away from what JRPGs. I don't want to say were, because they weren't always great. But like a single experience. Maybe that's what I'm like. It doesn't need DLC. It doesn't need patches to add in extra story beats. It doesn't need epilogues. It just needs a good story. Alright, unique Garrett time. Garrett has the most unique sprites. There we go. That didn't take long. I would love to see it as like a Golden Sun 1 and 2 on the same cartridge. No password transfer. No link transfer. It just oh god, Sonic Adventure 2, where it was like you play as the good side or the bad side. But like maybe have like the bad side, you know, what would we consider the bad side, the Lost Age side. Blacked out until you beat the first half, and then you can choose to either like, oh yeah, I want to replay the first half, and you just replay the first half, or you play the second half, and it's like, would you like to import your data from the first half? And you're just like, yes. About to get a call from your wife. She's getting off work, and she's gonna want to get some food. Yeah. Getting food is good. You know, even though I'm severely lactose intolerant, a good grilled chicken quesadilla with queso dipping, oh, that sounds real good right now. Shit. I didn't even know the inn had a back room. I mean, just Mexican food in general. Mexican food is one of those foods that's like... Is that you? That is squeal. I don't think so. Mexican food is one of those foods that is like... It doesn't have to be fancy for it to be good. Um, you know how some food is like, it needs to be a bit better quality. I've always felt like Mexican food is one of those that doesn't need to be like high quality to be good. It can be, and it can be great, but it can be just like out of a hole in the wall restaurant, and it'll be just as good. Yes, Dark Lord, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the party, and thank you. I think you're pretty legit as well. All right, let's see how this goes. Bro, refried beans are the best. I am a huge fan of refried beans. There's just something about them. There's just something about them. There's no way this is going this well. That was the best bandits I've ever had. Hey, take your time, no worries. I feel like they didn't attack at all. I'm gonna have to rewatch that footage, but I really don't think those, I think maybe they attacked once, but they just glowered, they defended, and that was it. They didn't do jack shit. Well, goodbye, bandits. I'll see you again in Golden Sun, the Lost Age, I'm sure. That's where my master's rod is. Now I can return home. I do wish they would explain why Hammett went to the city where he knew he was going to get captured. large chicken quesadillas, 2 sides of rice, and a large queso for 30 bucks. Eh? It depends on where you're getting it from, I guess. Or if it's being DoorDashed. Because DoorDash, you're paying exuberant amounts anyway. I mean, it's a great service. The DoorDashes, the Uber Eats, the meal delivery, I mean, they're great. But you really do, the price is just jacked up. It's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, it's still, it does feel like maybe a little high, but like you said, prices have just been going up over time. That's the state of the world. Hehe. Oh, I was thinking I could like glitch my way up there. Pretty fun. Oh yeah, if you live out in the country, that is a bit trickier. Can I get Garrett his axe? I cannot yet. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Racket of the highest order, and yet I still find myself using it. I know I'm gonna pay exuberant fees, but like it's just there's some days you can't pull yourself away, or maybe you're sick, or you can't get out or something, but just one bottle, $100 $100 buying it through DoorDash, or $100 for just the bottle of Patron? There's gotta be some pretty damn high quality alcohol to pay $100 a bottle, I feel like. Oh, you DoorDash that. Yeah, that's it's quite a bit. Here comes Ivan again. He's here to help you move that stuff. Oh, that's ridiculous. A $50 bottle, DoorDashed up to $100. That's just... Ugh. This is not great. All right, Ivan. I did it. And now he's gonna. I love that in game that only took me maybe 4 minutes to get here. You know, I didn't sleep at the inn or anything, so there's no hey, the day passed. And Ivan's like, I tried to break in. I tried really hard. Bro was gone 4 minutes. Didn't even give it the high school try. Yeah, we're fine. Got enough PowerPoints, I think. Oh, damn it, I forgot to go get the water of life. Not worth it. Not worth going back at this point. Actually makes him slow, but it gives him a bit more HP. So we're gonna do that. See what Bolt does. Not bad. Oh, that's right. We got the bandit sword. And a mint 26. I mean, it's Ivan. I probably don't need to constantly be giving him, you know, the most speed because he's a fast boy. Ivan is a fast boy. 9 out of 10 times he will be going first, even with the other party. He ends up going first. So I just like giving him speed increases though. Because then you can give him another item later on that boosts his defense but cuts his speed. And because you have been, you know, buffing his speed, it actually balances out pretty well. Zombies are neutral. I would have loved if everything's weakness was fire really early on. Burn in the Maker's Fire. No, drop a fireball in his ass. Or fireball, I think, is the upgraded form that Garrett gets. Everyone? No, Ivan's just ahead of everyone. He'll fall behind shortly. I love the lucky medals. I've always really appreciated that system. I remember when I was young, I was just so confused as to what they were for, though. I was like, what are these random-ass medals? Alright, let's get a Mars gene. The early game Jin don't have a lot of HP, but I think they still have enough. You rat bastard. Maybe this will do more than Garrett just attacking. I doubt, because I know it's resisted, but maybe 21 damage versus what? Let's see. Yeah, actually casting fire was better than terrible. Out of all the sounds in Golden Sun, those are the worst. Ivan just gets a lot of single target moves really early on. See, personally, I think the out of all the Jin that appearance-wise, I think Mercury is the weirdest, but I kind of love it. Don't know why. I think they just look weird. Oh, when you get them, yeah. The Venus ones are pretty great. They just shoot out of the ground. And they all sound terrible on the ears, though. If I remember correctly, Mercury might be the third worst because of the raindrop sound effect, but the Jupiter is the easiest on the ears. Jupiter's nice. Jupiter's chill. I need an inn. Trying to remember what. Can't wait for food. Man, I wish I had that patience to fast all day. I'm just a hungry boy all the time. I don't know if I've ever actually come up here and seen that bard before. That is a very unique sprite. Oh, you normally don't, but you did today. Gotcha. Yeah, when dinner rolls around, I'm usually very much the eat now. Hello, Jupiter boy. See you. Come on. There we go. It's up here. We need Ivan's whirlwind. Did it really? Oh, because he's not. Oh, that's right. He's not that class right now, so he can't use whirlwind. forget that you don't actually have to do that until you come over here. Isaac and Garrett get really shafted early game with their Jin. Ivan's like, yeah, I get 3 different, you know, I get Bolt, I get Gale, I get all these different attacking synergies. And then the boys are like, I can grow a flower and cause fog. It's just so sad. All right, so we have a broadsword for 1,000, a hunter sword for 520, a heavy mace for 500, the battle axe. I still think I'm gonna get the battle axe for Garrett. He needs some help. The magic rod would be nice. Bumps Ivan up 5, but the witch's wand is 18. I think I will probably work towards getting a witch's wand. What are you wearing currently at best? 1. So 3 points for a change of top. 3 points for a change in... Oh, guess we're going with that. I was gonna check if he needed a hat. He doesn't. Can he wear the wooden cap? He can, but that's 400 points. Good God. I'm not made of money. Also, what giant sword is this? That's a sword straight out of Berserk. That's what I love about Jupiter's, though, is it's fast with the animation, so you're not sitting there with your ears burning. I remember the first time I did that, too, as a kid. Oh, the tree looks like a man, and then you mind read it, and then you find out they're actually people. Ugh. Messed up stuff. And then, like, the first one you hear, the first one you mind read, it's literally help me, and it's like, oh, I'm over my head. I'm in over my head. Because Golden Sun doesn't really do horror. You know, it's an RPG, but then you find out, like, oh, there's a whole village where people are disappearing and everyone thinks they're turning into trees, and there's these human-shaped trees, and you're just like, oh, it's just, they're just trees. And then they have thoughts and feelings, and suddenly the fact that they are cutting down trees and building houses out of them is so much worse. So turtle boots cut your speed in half, but increase your defense. For Ivan, that is 100% worth it because Ivan is constantly dying. At least that's kind of the trope of Ivan, is that he just constantly dies. So the turtle boots are what I like to put on him early game because it just means that he stays alive a little bit longer. Not a lot of people know those exist either. They're not very well telegraphed, and you're not usually walking around the world map pressing to find hidden items on the ground. In fact, I don't think that's a thing in any other point in the games. Both of them. And then we just button mash because this part takes forever. This also never comes up again. Exactly why I'm here. Because I don't know if this is how you've ever played it. I don't like coming here until I've got Mia in the party. Because if I go here, then we go to Mercury, and then we have to come back. Whereas if I come here, get granted, I don't have to go through the forest. I don't have to do a boss fight and then come all the way back and go through the forest a second time. I can just go get Mia, and then go through the forest. And sure, we're all a little underleveled when it comes to Saturos, but it's not the worst. Yeah, she's the best healer. I don't remember if any of the other classes in Golden Sun 1 get Wish. But I'm not gonna lie, I've never used I never use Cure in battle. I never use Ply. I primarily get Mia set up with Wish and Wish Well. And even if only like one person needs healing, I'm usually just like that turn, highest level AoE heal, and I just rock with it because it works out better that way, because I say that a lot. Oh my god. 9 out of 10 times, the enemy is going to attack your party, and if you're using Ivan or Jenna or Shiva, they're gonna get real weak, and then you gotta heal them anyway. So you might as well just heal the whole party while you're at it. Around one of these houses is something worth getting, I believe. I mean, coins are good. Gotta make up all that money I spent. It's one of, maybe it's one of these. Is it this closed pot? I feel like there's an apple in town, and I can never remember where it is. mean, in Colima, there's only 3 houses it could be in. Lucky Metal. Okay, so it wasn't this one, but a Lucky Metal is good. I wish this was like Pokemon Red and Blue, where someone was like, I saw the oddball in the trash. And then you find a great ball, and it's pretty great. Then in future games, they replaced it with berries, and I was so sad, because I liked the oddball in the trash. Am I crazy? I thought there was an apple. Must be crazy. Oh well. So a lot of those classes I know can in the Lost Age. Are any of those classes available in Golden Sun? Because there's a couple of them that aren't, you know, that are exclusive between the two, which I find frustrating sometimes. Because if that's the case, I might want to spec someone into that. Paladin, okay. Dual element? Or is that a tri-element? Back through Bilibin. We are 100% going to stay at the inn. Isaac has no synergy right now. Garrett doesn't either. I swear there was one. Must be crazy. Oh, Ivan's about to be diving. Let's hope we make it before then. Also a pretty shitty barricade. Yeah, oh, that's unfortunate. That's what I was kind of worried about, but I figured that was the case. No, I don't need any herbs. Okay, so that's how you're supposed to know where to go. Interesting. Never talked to them before. I don't think I ever really go in item shops that aren't weapon stores in this game. I think I'm gonna build whatever class gets Garrett the Astral Blast. I think that's what I'm going to build him. That's one of my favorite synergies. Yeah, that's what I love that about phones. Like you can watch Twitch on your phone, you can watch YouTube on your phone, but the moment someone like texts you or calls you, it breaks the immersion. Just get that done now, because I think we're gonna need to switch that over. I always thought there should be a secret over here. Let me just pop up here, slide down this path, and go find ourselves a little special treat here. Elven rapier. Big up for Isaac. So we are 100% giving him that, and the bandit sword goes over to Ivan for a decent upgrade. It really is. I sometimes wonder if this, you know, like I've sometimes wondered to myself, is Golden Sun really as good as I make it out to be in my head? And then I replay it, and like no matter how many times I replay it, I still find enjoyment in every well, again, you know, in every replay. It's not like I'm playing this to play, you know, what am I trying to say? It's not like I'm playing it to prove a point. It's not like I'm playing it to prove to anyone how good it is. Like, I'm playing it because I like the game. I'm streaming it because I like the game. And because it's available right now on the Nintendo Switch Online, so there's a lot of new people playing it as well. But it's not one of those things that I will go back and I'm just like, you know, I will just play Golden Sun because it's the hot thing. No, Golden Sun's freaking fun. And there's no right way to play it either, and that's what makes it great. Every option is a viable option. If you want Isaac to shoot death beams from his sword, boom, there's a class for that. You want Isaac to be a tank? You can do that, except aggro doesn't exist. You want everyone to be a tank? You can do that. Do it. Break the game in half. That's the best thing about Golden Sun as well. You can basically break the game, and the game's just like fine with it. In a weird way, it kind of fixes itself. There's certain things you can do in the Mercury Lighthouse that make like Jenna's text box stay on screen longer than it needs to, and it just stays there and it starts multiplying all over, and then the game fixes itself. Boom, it's fine after that. Whereas like you look at other games, and if you do something that accidentally causes text boxes to replicate, it inadvertently just breaks the game and makes it impossible to keep playing. It's so great. And Ivan's down. Great. just great. He lasted 5 seconds. I used the wrong synergy there too. Come on, get to town okay. Get to town before anything bad happens. One of these has a lucky medal, I believe. 4th time's the charm. Fun fact, all you have to do is that. Don't even have to move the snowman. And the game thinks that he's there. Is it actually a time saver? Who knows? But it's kind of nice. The sprite of that is Primula. I would be remiss if I didn't remind people that it is Primula from Shining Force 3 Scenario 3. I believe. I get that right? Shining Force 3 Scenario 3? Shining Force 3? Yep, Shining Force 3 Scenario 3, I believe. Got that right. Ooh, yeah. How rude. All right. Let's go to the inn. I think I can get Lucky Pepper. Yep, got Lucky Pepper. Stay the night at the inn. Start Mercury. Because I don't believe the weapon shop is even open because all the old people are sick and dying. Yep, 100% the old people are sick. So we're just going in. We're raw dogging Mercury Lighthouse, I guess. I've always wondered why Mercury Lighthouse has these gaps along the ground. Like, it looks like it's just broken. I really wish Ply had more uses in the field. It's like used here twice or 3 times total. Never again. Damage. Damn it. Thought I was gonna get the rainbow kill on that. There's more damage to it than I thought. Now, if I really wanted to break the game, I could go Mealist. Mia comes with her own gin, named Fizz. Gin Fizz, haha. Anyway, Lucky Pepper. Mia's got great luck, so let's give Isaac some luck. Still love that there's no encounters in puzzle rooms. I am so grateful for that. Up there. This is a nut. Oh no, a side crystal. That's good. Finally, something that'll possibly restore my power points, or in my case, just sit in my inventory until I need it. Which I never will. This way first. Oh, the bears are resistant to Jupiter. Interesting. So that makes them weak to Venus. Should. There's no real indication you're supposed to do that either. Kind of unfortunate, but you kind of just have to guess. And remember that, like, oh, Mia used Fly on the overworld to open a magic door, so maybe it opens up, maybe it does other magical things. I mean, yeah, honestly... Isaac. He seems to run out of PowerPoints faster than Garrett did so far. Mimic. Add some protection. Love the summons. Garrett, wake up, you sleepy head. Jeez. With Garrett out, that took forever. He is surprisingly useful. Only thing that's over there is a sleep bomb. Great item if you don't have anything that puts people to sleep, but Ivan will get sleep synergy in like 6 levels. And that's reusable. Because those little items that are like, you know, that are status condition items, they're good, but they're non-reusable. So like if you have a bunch, it's fine. But if you don't, I don't really see a point in using them. Maybe Colosso is about the only time. really hoping for a rainbow on that. Those things are weak. It's either they're weaker than I imagine, or I'm a lot stronger than I forgot. Because I don't think I'm usually this strong. I don't know, I'm usually stronger than this at the Mercury. I've been doing a lot of very, like, low-level Mercury runs in the last couple times I've done this. For some reason, I like it more. That. Later. That's a free nut. Don't need it. Volcano. Flashbacks to Legend of the Dragoon, trying to get all those freaking combos in. Wanna run that by me again, game? Well, that's unfortunate. Kind of hoping I could have just, you know, put all my Jin on standby and summon nuked him, but then none of them came off cooldown and Ivan got destroyed. So, thanks for doing that again. But hey, that's what happens. C'est la vie. Thankfully, it doesn't take too long to get back. May just summon Nuke it. You know, from low orbit. Stairway, yep, it's already open. Next room's already done, or should be. I think the pipe puzzles stay. No, the pipe puzzles don't stay. But kind of interesting. Someone comes back through the lighthouse and just reorganizes the pipes. This does give me a prime reason to show off summon rushing as a tactic. So the concept of summon rushing, it actually does have a name, but you've probably done it before, is you just set all your Jin on standby before you go into a battle, and then you just rush them with your summons. Do a lot of damage really, really fast. The idea is that it works. There we go. It basically worked. Get it. We can do a rainbow kill. Yeah. Not as much fun when there's no like Wonderbird, Phoenix, Firebird that give you 11,000 experience points, but it's something. some enemies have rare drops, and that's the best way to get them. It's the rainbow kill. Increases the drop rate. I guess this is the levels we're doing this. I'll grab the free synergy stone. Everyone's fully healed. Actually, first things first. There we go. Now everything is good. I see you back there, Saturos. You asshole. Isaac, Garrett. Best music coming up. To me, best music to me. I know a lot of people don't like Saturos' theme, but I love it. sense it when I faced him. He's really not that powerful right now, though, which is depressing. Frickin'. Oh, now that's disappeared. Still does a lot of damage. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Oh no, people are going down. Dang. Outmatched. That's dead Ivan too. Cool. So there's a chance. He can only target one at a time now. I mean, this is not the ideal fight, but it's working. Should I have healed me in that round? Yes. But then that puts his on her and Flint on Isaac. Isaac? It's actually working. Isaac, not this round. It's the fact that he's wearing the synergy armor, isn't it? That's why he's surviving. Alright, I just need both to survive this hit. Oh my god. It was not a good fight, but it worked. we discussed this. That's not a power he has. I really wish I knew how he was doing that though, like water warping. That would have been something really cool for other people to be able to use. Yeah, we can beat him. You know, having the lighthouse lit is a bad thing, but in reality, it's not terrible because it means that the healing water will flow. So I guess, is it really truly a bad thing? It gives you a lot to think about. Who has the bottle? Bottle of Hermes water. Back to town. Oh, I have to watch a cutscene. I just want to heal my people. Also, they have names. Megan and Justin. Most fantasy names of all time. Let's go check out the store real quick. Hello, old men. Do you have any fine artifacts? Blessed Ankh. That is an upgrade of 14 versus like 30 something. Yeah, 100% goes to Ivan. Also goes to Ivan. And Garrett gets a shield. All right, let's go back to let's get through the cave. Then I may call it there for the night. They were 100 maybe experience points from a level up each, which probably would have kept them alive in the frickin' Satoros fight. Well, you know what they say, live and learn. Ivan has so little HP, good God. Someone give this boy a sandwich. Let's do that. Let's switch that up for a bit. You know what? Let's do that. See how that goes. Okay, so, recap. We did the intro. We did the first battle against the, what are their names? Bandits. We did Goma Cave. We got Ivan. We got a bunch of Jin. We went to Emil. Did Mercury Lighthouse. Beat Satoros, got Mia, and now we're headed off to the Bilibin Barricade again to go off to Bilibin, no, to Kalima, to go stop a sentient tree from hurting everyone. That's where we're going to leave it. We'll be back doing this again maybe tomorrow. Be doing another one at some point for sure. Thank you all so much for hanging out. See you all next time.